Hi, Sean Huxter here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. Today I'm going to do what may be my very last review of this kind. Maybe. We shall see. I promised it would be the last, but I'm not going to guarantee anything when it comes down to it. I don't know. But today we're going to do this. I am going to move my camera now because this is, well, you know what? I'm going to come in over the camera like this. It is, once again, Smashers. But now, this is a big one. You've seen me do other Smashers. I'm going to slide this aside for a second. You see all my mascots here today, they're all from Smashers. I have done the large Smashers Dinos versus Aliens with I've done all three, green head, red head, gray head. They netted me in order, green head netted me the Triceratops, red head netted me the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the gray one netted me the Spinosaurus. Why the orange one had a green head? I don't know, because the others had a red and a gray head in turn. Then I also did a very large Smashers Dino Egg, which netted me the light-up Spinosaurus that you see right here. And he lights up and makes sounds, and I'm not going to trigger it now because if you watch that video, you will know that when you trigger it once, it keeps playing and playing and playing and playing. And it should never do that. Ever, ever, ever. No toy company should ever do that. And then we also did two mini Ice Age dinos, which netted us the blue ice-covered Tyrannosaur, and my favorite of these little characters, this wonderful saber cat that looks so freaking cool. I love this guy. He's coming to my office with me to sit by my desk because I love him. And then we did 4 of the nano eggs, which netted us 2 dupes because out of 4, I got 2 dupes. I only got 2 dinosaurs. I got 2 brontosauruses, 2 raptors. These glow in the dark, by the way, kind of nicely, both of them. And then I did 2 of the nano eggs for the Dino Island. And these netted me these skulls, or the skeletal dinosaurs you see here and here. That is a raptor and a tyrannosaur. And that is about all I wanted to do with Smashers. And one of the best things about Smashers is smashing the eggs. So tonight we're going to do this one. What is it? Well, let me pause, open the box, and we'll talk more about that. And this is what we have. Oh, wait a second. This one's really tiny. Yeah, I've done this joke before. This one I'm just going to put off to the side as one of my mascots for today. But what we ended up with is this actual one, which really is, by the way, and this is as far as I can zoom out. I'm going to tilt my camera back a little now so you can see the whole thing. This is the last time you'll probably see the whole thing in one shot because it is massive. It's bigger than any of the other ones I've seen so far or done so far. And also, this is 70 surprises inside. This is like going to be epic. So this is going to be a long video, I suspect, because, man, that is epic. I'm going to pull away now a little bit and see if I can't show more of it. I'm going to spin it around. It says, Zuru Smashers, Dino Island, over 70 surprises inside, gold treasure hunt. Then there's a little thing here. I'm going to read that. This, I think, is mostly just, okay, so this is actual instructions for opening. We'll get to that in a second. But let's spin it around. Look, what do we have? We've got, first of all, we got this wonderful, interesting little orange Tyrannosaur head on top. We've got an image of a shark. I believe this is one of the things you can get. And we have a treasure chest here, a treasure chest here, a treasure chest here. Spin this around. We definitely can get the shark. We can get this Tyrannosaur with weapons on them, apparently. And it says, smash open the pirate skull. Follow the treasure map and unbox sand, slime, and more. Build all new Smashers dinosaurs. I hate slime. You all know if you've seen my videos, hate slime. There's a couple of interesting slimes that I actually don't hate. I won't say I love them, but I don't hate them. This is Whoa. You ready for a Pirate Dino adventure? Because this is going to be an adventure. Because this is a lot of stuff. It includes 1 Smasher's skull. That'd be this thing. 1 base. That'd be this thing. 1 Smash bottle. I've never seen one of those before, so that's going to be interesting. 3 treasure chests, which I've not actually opened before. I've opened lots of Smashers eggs. 3 treasure chest keys, 1 smash shark, 1 smash dino. So I guess we get both. I guess we get the shark and the dino. Now that's going to be fun. And then they can fight. 1 smash shark armor, 1 smash shark missiles, or 2. 1 smash dino armor, 1 smash dino missile. What, the dino only gets 1 missile? 1 large coin, 21 golden coins, 2 golden spiders, 2 dino suckers, 1 removable eyeball. By the way, dig for bones and dig for gold. This is motion activated, speaks, and lights up in various colors. Interesting. Try me, it says. Yeah, try me. 4 mini smash eggs. Really looking forward to that because that is why I have so much fun with smash eggs. 4 surprise characters that will be within the smash eggs, I guess. 1 smash egg rebuilder, and I will, if there's time, I'll probably do a short later on rebuilding. I've already done one at the end of most of these videos. Don't need to do it again, but I think the short might help. 2 packs of gold slime, 2 packs of gold sand, 1 pack of gold quicksand, 1 pirate character, interesting. 1 pirate weapon, 1 ring, interesting. 1 tag, 1 treasure map, 1 instruction sheet, 1 collector's guide. This is going to be a busy day. So let's first start with this. I'm going to just pull this away. And let's see what it says. Let's see. Attention. Ask an adult for help to cut with scissors. I might have to ask my wife because, well, she's working right now. I can't really do that. And then we cut away the little snaps and pull the skull and the treasure chests away from the treasure. Well, we'll get there. All right. So what do I have to cut these things? Let me see. I've mentioned this beautiful little tool before. It's great for cutting zip ties and twist ties, stuff like that. So let's see what we can do. Flip it upside down. Clip these guys. Let's find out if that actually can happen. You know what? I'm going to have to push back my mascots. Get back, guys. Get back. Whoa, back, way back. Not that far back. You'll push my background off the table. All right, back, back. Give me some room. Give me some room. Also, my mascots today are the Mosasaurus from Mattel, the Micro Adventures, and the Schleich Mammoth, Ice Mammoth. All right, let's see what we can do here. So we can clip there. Okay, so this is a case where that clipper's not going to help. I think an X-Acto knife will help fine. Yeah, no problem. Be careful when we're using an X-Acto knife because these things are sharp. Now, this one's very old. I've been using this blade for a very long time, and it's just useful for cutting things, but it's not going to be terribly, terribly sharp. Still, you can cut yourself with it, so be careful. And you pull these away, and what do we end up with? We got our treasure chests. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. We have our treasure chests over here. Over on this side, we'll pull this one away, and these are just keys. You pull them away and throw those away, unless you want to keep them and store this back afterwards. That's another treasure chest. Comes away. And then we've got these down here, which I think will release the entire skull from its prison. There is a way to turn these, but it doesn't seem to be turning very smoothly. There we go. And that way and this way over here. And these fall away. Again, if you want to keep this display when you're done, you can keep these keys and just rekey them. No problem at all. I just got to figure out if this thing's going to come out or not. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go. So I'm going to put these aside and keep them. Am I zoomed out as far as I can be? No. So here we go. I'll pull the base away. The base is really just a base. I don't think it has any more purpose in this adventure we're going on. So I'll put it over here. And now there's our head. And as I said before, pretty similar, you know. Not quite exactly the same, but pretty similar. Let's see. So that is step 3. Pull away the keys and release the treasure chests 90 degrees. Oh, that's to turn it to release things. Okay. Oh, now I pull away the plastic here because these 2 treasure chests are sealed with each other, to each other with plastic. Oh, interesting. This other treasure chest might be what they're referring to here. Have to open the lid of this one and then turn the key of the other one. Okay, good. So we can open the lid of this guy, which I don't think we can do until we have a key. So let's hold off on that too. I hear stuff. All right. I guess now the show begins. We open up this guy. And the zipper, I think I saw at the back. We are not going to get through this zipper, I guarantee you. I've had success only with the Dinos versus Aliens ones. Each of those 3 ripped perfectly. Nothing I've tried since or before has ever ripped perfectly. So let's find out if this one does. By the way, Zuru, maybe this is one you're doing right. You seem to be doing your zippers vertically, but the grain of the plastic has a natural grain to it. And you often, I think always, make your plastic grain sideways, but your zippers vertical. And that makes it very hard to peel them. Now this one's going very well. They often start to break somewhere around here. Ah, there you go. Okay, we'll try it again. Undaunted, he sails on and tries again. And let's try one more time. There's not much left to go. Okay, well, okay, but for that middle bit and this little tiny bit at the end, that went pretty well. Certainly better than most. Now we pull away our wrap. Packaging. Woohoo! Okay. Now here we go. Here we have it. There isn't an instruction for what to do next, except, I guess, smash this thing open. It is not an egg, so it doesn't have, like, smash lines all over it. I believe you're just going to have to open this one. All right, here we go. I've got the bottom open. Oh, my. Wow, this is packed. This is absolutely packed. This is packed like none of the others before was packed. So let me talk about price. I've been looking on Amazon for this recently, and in general, these go for about $40, a little bit more, a little bit less. I got this on sale on Amazon for $16. So that's a big win. I'm going to put the head over here because we are going to need that in a little bit. And then I'm going to pull out the instructions and have a quick look at this before I go anywhere else, because this one's going to be more complicated than the others, I guarantee you. So I'll pause and look at the instructions. I don't want to show it to you in case there's spoilers. Literally just pages and pages and pages of various languages telling you what to do and what not to do. And also, just the only real instructions are you can smash the eggs and re-smash them again, because you can use the nest rebuilder, which I've done multiple times. I got quite good at it, but it's still rather tricky. It's not always as easy, but at least it's not impossible. And then it talks about changing the batteries in the eyeball, which it tells you, hey, by the way, non-rechargeable batteries not to recharge, blah, blah. It says... I can't remember where it says it now. It says, make sure children don't touch the batteries. I'm thinking, yeah, it's fine. All right, putting that aside for the moment. Let's see. We have the map. I think this is the map. But this also might be just, this is the instructions for how to rebuild your egg. But it also might be a map. Or it might also just hold, yeah. So it holds what you can get. And I don't know which one we're going to get. Apparently, you can get an orange Tyrannosaur and a blue shark, or a green Tyrannosaur and a gray shark. Other than that, they look to be pretty much the same, except the Dino, or sorry, the pirate figure looks different. Like this one is the skeletal pirate. This one is him before the piranhas got at him. But otherwise, I think they're pretty much identical. And then down here, these are some of the monsters you can get. I'm not sure if these are guaranteed. Well, of course, they're not guaranteed, because you only get four Smashers eggs, and the Smashers that you can get are here. I already have, from other eggs, I've got this guy from the Dinos versus Aliens. I've got this one, not in the same colors, though. This one was in this beautiful blue and orange. I think I've got this one. Yes, I do. And I've got this Tyrannosaur. I think I might have two more, because I had three. Yeah, I think I've got the Dilophosaur, and I think this one here, which is not quite a Brontosaurus because it's got the bulbous head. I did not get what I wanted, which is the Mosasaurus. And I also love the Pachycephalosaurus, so we'll see what we get now this time. These are your instructions for doing the egg. I may do this later. Most likely, though, I'll reserve that for a short, because I got a little surprise in the rebuilding short that I'm going to be doing. So now, that showed us nothing about what order is, so I'm going to start pulling bags out right now. Because I think in here somewhere is a map which tells you the order of things and what you should be doing. And there's a lot here, guys, as you can see. I'm going to tilt down a little bit now so we can look at the egg a little more. This is going to be, this is definitely slime here. Putting that aside. Oh my God, the bags. So many bags. What do we got? Let's go. We got a bag, and 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 a bag. And then we'll take the head and put that aside too to make some room. Because one thing we're definitely going to need, because we are going to have, we are going to be using slime, is we had to bring in my favorite best friend. Let me put this guy over here for a sec. We're going to have to bring in my favorite best friend, the aluminum tray, just to make sure. These dents, by the way, are when I tried to smash an egg, a large egg head open on it. It didn't quite work. So let's pop the bags out of the way and get the tray ready for some slime, which I know is coming up. Also, I'm looking for the map. We may be in trouble here because I do not see a map. Map, ta-da! Yeah, it had fallen in amongst all my mascots. It was over there the whole time. Right, here's our map. Smashers, Dino Island. These maps, by the way, are really kind of cool because they carry on the whole cartoony look of the dinosaurs. These dinosaurs are obviously very cartoony, and that's a certain style that Smashers and Zuru loves, and I think that a lot of people love it too. So let's go. We got number 1, we got number 2, come down to number 4, number 3. Oh, okay. So you've got your Tyrannosaur side and your shark side. So you got to do one or the other first. I guess it doesn't matter which. You've got 1, 2, 3 looks to be common. Then 4 over here. Over here you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 3. Oh, wait, no, 3 is not common. There's a 3 here. 3, 4, and I guess that's what we do. On the back, I'm not going to show you because it's spoilers. It shows what dinos and what dino and what shark I got. Spoiler, it's the one I wanted. All right, first thing is find bag number 1. We're going to do the Tyrannosaur first, I think. Bag number 1, that is the one with the Tyrannosaur breaking out of the bag. So let's find out which one that is. It's going to be one of the big ones, I think, because I suspect it's the body. Yeah, I think it's the body. So let's open this one up. There is a tear pull somewhere here. Yeah, so this is not going to be a Ziploc, so we'll just tear it open. Open up, and we get, and that's the dinosaur body and head. So normally in these, the body and the head come separately and you put them on, but I think this is fine. The head is kind of that dense rubber plastic. Not as rubbery as some of them, but still, and the body is solid. So we won't do anything with that quite yet. We are going to open that, and then we're going to move on to the map next, I guess the next stage, and then we'll put them together probably. So then we open up this one, which is a foot breaking out through a treasure chest. And that would be, that is not it. Here we go. Foot breaking out of treasure chest. Now, I believe I'm feeling slime in here, so I'm going to move everything out of the way, but not too far out of the way or I'll lose it like the map. And then this is a Ziploc bag, so yeah, we got slime. Now, the thing about slime is there's a whole bunch of different consistencies. And some is sticky and awful, and some is actually kind of fun. I like to call the fun one that's slime that likes to obey orders. You can pick it up and move it around, and it doesn't stick too badly. We're going to find out which one this is. Please let it be the good slime. Please let it be the good slime. The good slime that follows orders. All right. I'm pulling away. Oh, these bags, by the way, very tough plastic. And there's a Ziploc bag. Oh, lordy. I think it's, oh, this is going to be sticky slime. I can tell already because, look, it's stringy. All right, let's pull it out. In for a penny, in for a, oh, gold slime. Gold slime. That's kind of cool. Looks like the theme of this whole thing is gold because it's gold treasure. The smashers are gold. I've never had a smasher egg that was gold before. But this slime is definitely not slime that's going to obey orders. I've got to tell it what to do and force it. Okay. Oh, there's more pieces in here. We haven't got everything out yet. Oh, all right. I'm going to dive in with my hands. I don't like this. Don't like it. We have most of it out, but there's still a little residue inside, but there's no actual parts left in there. So I'm just going to take the slime that's left and try to attach it to the main slime body here. Oh, it's also glittery. Oh man, I hate, okay, 2 things I don't like, slime and glitter, all in one package. Love it. Actually, I don't. So I'm zoom down now and pull in. So we have a tail. Oh, by the way, one thing you're really going to want to have handy when you're doing this, paper towels. These are your friend when playing with this sort of stuff. So I've gotten my hands a bit de-slimed, but we are going to need a paper towel to clean the slime off these pieces because it's not the kind of slime that's going to come off easily. So I'm going to try to wipe it off with paper towels. I'm not going to wash it or anything. I think I'm just going to build these as they are. So there's the tail. Looks like we have a little gem. It's going to be one of the 75 surprises. There's a little gem there. Here's one of the arms. Tyrannosaur arms are wee tiny things. I wish this was the slime that kind of stuck together and pulled itself away free, but it's not. This is like gross, icky slime. Oh, slime. Why? All right. One arm. a leg. Oh, another gem. Little green gem. You know, I think I might use these gems as props in my Adventure Team G.I. Joe collection, because I collect those as well. Back in the 1970s, some of the sets came with gems, like the Mummy's Tomb, for example, had gems inside the Mummy's Tomb, and the Stolen Idol, which came with the big helicopter, that had gems hidden inside a Buddha statue. So these gems are pretty useful in G.I. Joe Adventure Team stories. I collect everything, guys, and that is one of my key areas of collecting, is in the G.I. Joe 1/6 scale, 1970s Adventure Team era. And I don't do videos on those because, well, I mean, they're not really Magical Little Worlds. I have to reinvent my title saying Magically Somewhat Little Worlds. But I could do that. There's a leg, and it looks like he's got definitely been slashed. All of these dinosaurs, they've had rough lives. Every one of them has like slashes on the legs, and it's just torn up. Poor things. And there's another leg. Oh, God, this slime is awful. I mean, if you're a kid and you love slime, this is brilliant. You're going to love it. Absolutely, because it really does what slime is supposed to do, which is, it's kind of cool in a way, but I like the slime that's a bit more solid. There was one of the Ice Age one, I think, or one of the minis, or one of the Smashers larger eggs that came with this beautiful, clear, I think it was the ones that the Tyrannosaur and the Saber Cat came in, which would be the mini Ice Age eggs. The slime in that was absolutely brilliant. It was clear blue. It felt good. It moved well. It stuck together well, and you could actually use it to clean itself up because it stuck to itself so well. I'm getting glitter all over my hands, and I'm really not fond of that. I have never been a fan of glitter. Yeah, not a glitter person. I'm not one of the glitterati. Here we go. Now, I'm not sure I got everything, so I'm going to have to dive into that glitter and see, into this slime, and see if there's anything else in here. Because there might be more gems, there might be coins. I don't know what's in here. So I want to make sure there's nothing. And I am feeling nothing in here. Absolutely nothing else. So I think we're done. And I can put that slime back in its Ziploc bag. Now, my daughter loves slime, and I've been giving all of the slimes and kinetic sands and other things that come with these sets to her to play with. And she's not like a kid. She's almost 30, but she loves slime. And I guess part of the reason is she grew up with slime. And of course, when I was a kid, slime came out originally when I was a teenager. And so I played with slime as well, but I never really got into it as much as she did during her childhood. So 2. We've done 2. We move on to 3. And that is 2 separate 3s. Yes, right. So we find 3. That's the one with the shark and the skull on the bag. And this would be one of the accessory bags, one of the smaller ones probably. And I'm trying to figure out where I put those. Here we go. This is the one with the shark and the skull. Let's open this one. Not a Ziploc, so no slime. Yay! Oh, that didn't tear through the whole hole. Okay. There we go. I think now we might have an opening. Here we go. We're going to dump it out. Interesting. So what do we end up with? We got 2 more gems. Like I said, the Adventure Team gems were very much like this, a little bit larger. This is going to go great with my Adventure Team figures. I love it. They're going to get to keep these. And what do we have here? We have coins. They're not gold, but they're gold-ish. They're gold colored. So we got treasure chest. Looks like this is Smasher's Island, Skull Island. And on the other side, on the obverse, as they say, is a skull and crossbones of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Milled edges. Looks good. And so how many do we get? 3. I should stack these. I'm going to stack these over here. See how many we get in total. And then we have a key, which has a skull on it. And it's a key. And we have a key with a shark on it. And that was that one. So I guess we move on to the next stage, which is number 4, right? Because we've done 3. 3 is the keys. Number 4 will be the treasure chest with treasure coming out. Okay. Let's find that one. Is that... Yeah, I think... And this is a double check because there's... Yeah, this is definitely the one. Now, there's something in here as well. It's not slime. I think this might be kinetic sand or what they call quicksand here. I don't know. Let's find out. I'll zoom out a little bit now because the bag's big. And tilt up. You don't need to see my spare toys. Pull. Also a Ziploc. So that means it's got a substance in it that you can store back in here later. It's a bit crumbly. I'm not sure these, I don't know. Let's find out what it is. Oh, sometimes these bags are hard to open. Let me get the guys off of the table right now, just in case. Get all the parts away so that we don't... the little red dots on my table were from another experiment, one of these volcano experiments that kind of overflowed in one of my reviews. So let's find out what we have in here. We have, okay, we have armor, a weapon, and armor, I think. I'm not sure which one the weapon belongs to. I think it said that the Tyrannosaur had the 1 missile and the shark had 2, so let's find out. And what else is in here? Very crumbly. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be crumbly or if it's just old and has gotten dry over time. Not sure. Let's find out what we got. So it looks like we have the missile for the weapon. That would go in here. Yep, that's fine. Putting that aside, we have another couple coins that I can see. Coins are identical. They're the same. Let's continue. Let's raise our stack, grow our stack over here. Let's grow. Now we have 5 now. Just rubbing off some of the sand. This is definitely more kinetic sand. And it also has glitter in it. These are not stacking nicely. I don't think they're very flat. Okay. So this is, yeah, this is, oh, it's kind of spongy. I like that. This is actually not bad. I thought this would be desiccated or dry, but it isn't. I think you can just pack that together, and it is doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, camera should come down a little bit here. I believe it's doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, I think that's, I maligned it earlier thinking it was dry, but it's not. It was a little on the dry side, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to pull away and get all this, gather it up, and put that back in its bag, because we have the pieces we needed from that bag. Again, my daughter will get it. There's slight glitter in here too, by the way. You might see the sparkles. Yeah, you can probably see the sparkles in there. Very, very microscopic glitter. Unlike, you know, the glitter that's plastic and gets in your eyes and hurts a lot. All right, that's another substance we can put aside. Map. And that's number, come on. That was number 4. Now that's the last of the pieces for the Tyrannosaur. I guess we gather up all the pieces and then we put it together afterwards. We flip this page over and we actually do the instructions. I'm not going to do that quite yet. We're going to now open the shark side. Opening number 1, which would be this big bag, I'm sure, because this big bag looks like a shark body if I've ever seen one. And let's open it up. I don't feel any substance in here, and I'm suspecting with it not being a Ziploc, there are no substances in here. So let's tear. Zoom out a little. This bag is really big. Yep. Oh, hello. This is really big. Oh my. And not only that, it's in 2 pieces. Wow. This is the biggest thing I've seen, I think, in a Smasher's egg. Of course, the Smasher's egg itself is huge. So each of these, by the way, you may have noticed, it may not have escaped your attention, has ribs underneath. So that'll be interesting, I'm sure. That's coming up. So this is the head. And it's got these 2 little things here, which I don't quite know what they do yet, but we shall figure that out, I'm sure. And then we have the body, which has another one of these here. Obviously, places to put things. I would say a fin goes here, probably fins go here, maybe, or no, you know, the jaw goes here. Fins will go here, and maybe, I'm not sure if there's anything else that goes on here, but clearly a tail will go here, obviously. And then we have lots of teeth. I'm not going to put it together again, like I said, because I think I'm going to follow the instructions and follow them in order. Let's pick that up again. All right, map. Hello, map. 2 is the tail. All right, let's find the tail bag. Tail bag is here somewhere. It's got to be this guy, right? Nope, it's not this guy. It's this guy. Oh, no. Slime, guys. Slime. Yep, more slime. Ziploc is a key indicator there. Pull this open. Should probably do it this way so you can see the beautiful packaging. By the way, as I said before, the the graphics on these things are absolutely lovely. Very much a style that they've created and they've stuck with, and it's quite nice. Looks like we might get gems. I don't know. It's hard to say. We did get gems in the last one, in amongst the slime. So let's find out. Oh, the slime is also gold. And it's the same. I thought I was done with it, but I'm not. It keeps pulling me back in. Well, at least I got all the slime this time. It's all out. Zooming in now. Back to slime. All right, we have in here, and this is also very glittery. Look at this. You can see the glitter glittering off it maybe. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. So, God. Really, come on, guys. It's really just play snot, and I don't understand why it's popular, but, you know, it is. So that's a side fin, I'm sure. That's not a top fin for sure. Here it looks like the tail. This is definitely the rear tail of a shark. Also, clawed up and scratched and dinged. There is slime in there, but this is, luckily it came right out when I pulled. And it's just not like the slime that grabs onto itself and cleans itself. This is slime that makes itself dirtier. All right, keep going. Keep going. We're undaunted. We dive into the slime, which, you know, I'm doing this for you because I don't like slime. And yet here I am doing it. You know, I say that, but I'm having a ball. I'd rather do this than almost anything else on a nice Sunday afternoon, which is what this is. I've been very busy today doing many things, and I'm taking time now to do this video just because I want to. And I've had this on my shelf over there for a couple days as I got through some other smashers, because I wanted this to be the ultimate one, the last smasher I do, because it's so massive and so packed with features and fun. And after this, if I do another Smashers, it's going to be a small one or some new one that comes out, because I don't think there's anything out there right now in Smashers that I want to get. And yeah, this is going to be a long video. If you stick with this, you're a miracle worker. All right. But, you know, I try to make it as fun as possible. I do this so you don't have to, basically. All right. There's the dorsal fin, and there will be slime in it. I'm not going to try to get rid of it. Of course, there will be gems. Here's one. Another clear yellow square. I guarantee you there's more in there because there was several in the other one. Or am I wrong? I don't feel any more. Okay, there were like, what, 3, 4 in the last one? That is everything in here? I'm going to squeeze it and find out. Yeah, there's no other gems in there. And now look what I've done. I've made, oh, good Lord, what did I do? All right, let's see how it comes off. Paper towel, paper towel. Let's add our 1 gem to the 4 that came in the other pack. 5 all in all, but still, it wasn't very well evenly distributed, was it? And I'm going to put the slime back in the bag. Next up, we have stage 3 for the shark side, which is, again, the bag with, you know what? I think that was a common one. Because I don't think there's a second bag with keys. I think that was the only bag with keys. So that was a common one. Number 3 is the same step on both sides. Same bag. Now we come down to number 4, which is the last one, which is another treasure chest, like the 4 on the other side. This one has, I'm not quite sure what's sticking out of it, but we'll find out in a second. Yeah, it's interesting. There's a trident or something. All right, we'll get to that. By the way, my maligning of slime is kind of all in fun. I know that right now, tactile toys are very common and popular. Look what happened to fidget toys over the last several years. Fidget toys are great, and they're just tactile experiences. And of course, you all know that Smashers are an experience toy. You buy the thing not just to get the dinosaurs, although that's what you keep. The experience is the point, right? So you take this, you get it for your kid. I'm going to zoom out now, and it's up a little. You get this for your kid. And what you're supposed to do is sit down with your kid, go through this together, and you have an experience that you will remember for the rest of your life. I know you will, but you know what? Your kid will too. When you take something like this and you take a kid aside, you put them on a table, you sit them down at the table, you get a little tray out, and you play with this stuff, that's the kind of thing that grows memories that a kid will never forget. My daughter loves the times we spent together doing things like this, playing with Legos, playing with slime and sand and other toys. We had the Harry Potter castle set. We played with that things. We played with her Barbies. She played with my G.I. Joes. I have tons of those. Opening this up now. When you sit down with your kid to play with something, play with them with an experienced toy, they will remember it forever. I'm not kidding. They will. So what are we getting here? We have the, this has got to be the shark armor, clearly. It is also covered in the gold shimmery kinetic sand. I'll put the armor aside. There must be missiles in here, of course. Here's the 2 missiles. Now, these are trident missiles, not like the military trident missiles, but missiles that are based on the ocean god trident, or Neptune's tridents. And these are the missiles. They will fit, I'm sure. Not sure the wisdom of putting mechanisms in kinetic sand, but it seems to work okay. So this trident goes in like so, and push the button, These also, I notice a lot of the Smashers, with the Dinos versus Aliens, the missile can be put in two different directions. You put it in one way, and it clicks into place, not quite all the way down. So you get not quite as strong a fire, which is, if you're playing with kids, you probably want to go that way. In case somebody gets something in their eye, you flip it over, however, it goes in all the way, right down to the hilt, and you get a much stronger attack. So let's just do that for now. Yeah. Now, also, I noticed there's a skull and crossbones, which is what's on the back of the coin, adorning the armor, which is kind of cool. I wonder if there's something adorning this one. Yes, there is. So this also has the skull, the Dino skull and crossbones as well. So I think it's all that's in there. I'm going to look around to make sure that there's nothing else in here. This is kinetic sand again, so I'm sure once you play with it... Oh, some more coins. So this is another... Zooming in again. Another couple of coins. We got one here, one here. Let's try to stack those again. Again, they're not perfectly flat, so stacking them is a little challenging. Let me see what I can do it. Hopefully that works and doesn't fall over. I don't think there's anything more. I would love to see another gem or so, but I think we're all treasured out on this one. Let's get our kinetic sand all together now. Glom it together. Yeah, look, it works pretty well. Like I said before, it's not really dry, but it's not wet either. So it forms a kind of nice clay, which I think is what some kinetic sands do. And there are so many kinds of kinetic sand. One of them has this kind of kinetic sand pebbles that feels like Rice Krispie cookies, So good. That's one of my favorites. I have to say that one got my tactile experience up. All right. It is time to say goodbye to the map and flip it over. All right, so we all know what we have now. So we've got the red or the orange Tyrannosaurus Rex and the blue shark. So now we're going to actually put them together. So there's all the parts. We have them all. Yep. And we're going to put them together. So the first thing is to put the tail and the head on the Tyrannosaur. Let's take the Tyrannosaur. We take the tail. These probably key on in a specific way. Yep, it does. Keys on like so. And that's on. It doesn't rotate, though. Some of these rotate, some don't. These don't. And that's a little disappointing, but whatever. Step 2. I don't know what step 2 is, because step 1 is put the head and tail on. Step 2 is... Now we have the head and tail on? I mean, okay, sure. Step 3 is put the legs and arms on. No problem. Let's do that. Put a leg on over here. Oh, that's kind of cool. This leg will rotate. That's good. And then we have an arm, which we'll put on right here. And that arm rotates as well, as long as it's on there nice and solid. Yep, that's good. And we have another arm somewhere here. Let's pop that on. Yep. And the last leg. This is the last leg of our journey, guys. Last leg of our Smashers journey. And that's the dinosaur. We've set the tail, the legs up so they're flat, and he can stand. Okay, that's that. Let's move on to number 4. 4 is flip it around. Oh, and put the others on. Well, we've done that. 5. 6 is, push the injury, push the scar, and the guts open up. Oh, this could be fun. I think this is where the fun begins, guys, the real fun. All right, let's see. There's the skeletal thing. Let's push it. Hey, there we go. Look at that. It splits the ribs open. And we have, wow, 5 coins? 5 coins, another gem. Let's pop that gem over with the others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's correct. And leave the keys there. We're going to need them soon. And then we have a weapon, a cutlass, probably for our pirate, because as we know, we mentioned that there's going to be a pirate. Now, I'm really not sure I'm going to be able to stack these on top of that other stack, but I'm daring enough to try. I've got 5 coins. Like I said, they're not very flat, so they don't stack well. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, no, of course not. That's a little bit more difficult than it looks. Well, that's that stage. We've disemboweled our Tyrannosaur, and then step number 7, pop the armor on and load the weapon up. I guess we're getting ready for war between the dino and the shark. So the weapon should clearly go over the hind legs, I imagine. Oh, it clicks nicely into place. I would imagine that also this weapon has the 2 modes. I'm not sure which one is the first. Oh, this is the furthest out, and this is the tightest in. So that's our dinosaur. I kind of like him, guys. He's very reminiscent of our other dinosaurs. but a little bit smaller. He's somewhere in between the large one and the small ice one. And he's got a weapon. Big spear on the back. All right, that's the dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus, all done. And it says press, and that's the weapon. Now we're going to do the shark. So step one is put the tail and the head on the shark. So we take the tail, and we pop the head on, which is just a matter of getting these two hinges in place. And there we go. This opened prematurely. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah. So you got to be careful putting this on, because when you push this down, you're opening up that, and that's coming up next. So we don't want to jump the gun. We take the tail. Again, the body is hard plastic. The face is also hard plastic. Look, this keeps happening. You know, maybe they should have told us to put the head on later. Anyway, these are rubber and soft and very dense. So these will go on okay. And I guess they key on in a certain way. And that'll go on like so. It doesn't rotate or anything, but it's kind of nice. I like the fact that it's flexible. Oh, he's got bite marks here and slashes, like all of them have injuries. All right, that's that stage. Moving on. Step 2. Oh, this is opening the rib cage pretty early. Push down on the mouth and open the rib cage. Now, we kind of did that already, but let's do it for real now. Nothing came out. You know why? There's a bag in there. We got to pull the bag out. So we have to manually disembowel the shark. It didn't just fall out. And they click back in place kind of nice, but a little tenuously. You push this down and it'll flip open again. Oh, did I put him back? No, I didn't. I should put his ribs back otherwise. There goes the missile. That's okay. I kept track of it. I know where it is. Missile retrieved. All right, we open the bag. This will be our pirate character. We don't know which one we're going to get. Will it be the skeletal one or the non-skeletal one? I kind of want the alive one myself. Let's find out. Do we get the alive one or the skeletal one? We get the skeletal one. I kind of wanted the alive one, but you know what? I'm fine. His head looks very much like the skull that we just opened, the big skull. Kind of, you know? All right, I like it. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And I believe the cutlass that we opened is his weapon. So we can pop that into his hand. And now we have our nasty skull-like pirate, skeletal pirate. And, you know, I like Zuru's characters. They're kind of nice. That's really cool. Then we move on to the next stage, which is 3. Oh, put the fins on. So there's 2 fins here. And it says put these fins on, rotate and put the other fin on. So that's like 3 steps to do one thing, really. So we take the dorsal fin here. That one goes over here, obviously. Pop that up like so. Dorsal fin number 2, flip it over. Pop that up like so. Looks kind of cool. I like it. And then we have that's actually pectoral fins. This is the dorsal fin. Sorry. Got my terminology confused there. And that goes in a little more difficult because there's a slot it has to fit into as well as a peg to go on. But there it is. And there's our completed shark. I believe that's completed. Let's look at the instructions and find out. So there's our completed shark. And now, oh yes, now we have to pop the armor on the shark because that's been sitting here waiting for... Oh, look, we got little slots right here. So this goes in like so, I imagine, and then pops down like so. And push... I'm not entirely sure that's... Yeah, that's down. That's fully in. It doesn't fit very smoothly, like very flush, but it's there. It's as it's supposed to be. And there's our shark, ready to take on the dinosaur. Where they're going to do this battle, I'm not sure, because he can be on shore, I guess, and he can be in shallow water, or maybe the dinosaur swims. I don't know. All right, step 7. Retrieve the eyeball from the head. Once the skull is... typos, guys. I've seen these instructions have a fair number of typos in them. Once the skull opened, rotate the lock from inside to release the eyeball. There was one of them that had... I think it was Dino. No, it wasn't Dino. It was a word that had the I and the N switched around. It's only a 4-letter word, too, so pretty silly. Anyway, so we rotate this. Do we have to unlock something first, I wonder? I don't know. Let me see what it says. Let's see. Once the skull opened, rotate the lock from inside. I guess it just rotate the lock. The little tabs are kind of stuck in place there, so maybe that was what was holding me up. The little tabs here, for example, are jamming it in place. So you can look at it. Maybe there we go. Got to pull this out, and the eyeball comes out nice and clean. And we put the head aside again. We pop the eyeball out of the little lock container, which we can put in the head again. We can actually lock that right back in place if we want to. And here is the eyeball. And here, I believe, is where the little pegs in the mouth come in. There's 2 here and 1 there, and there's 2 holes here and 1 here. So I'm pretty sure the intent is that 2 of these holes fit these together, and then this one, I'm not quite sure. Let's find out. It says, step 8. Oh, it says put the instructions in the garbage. Interesting. Press. Oh, that's that. The eyeball's supposed to go into the mouth, but I don't think it just jams in there. I think it goes in a specific way. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just jams in there. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's not too bad. But it rotates. That's kind of cool. And if you push down, no, that's not it. That is definitely not how it's supposed to work. There we go. That peg is just there to keep it in, and these up there are to keep it in. So you got a tripod kind of effect keeping the leg, the eye in. And when you push this down,
Dinosaur, we're hunting. Welcome to gold. Hunt for the treasure.
looks.
Dino treasure.
Let me see if I can put it up, because I think the eye needs to be pointing upward a little. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. Yeah, there it is. And there's our dinosaur and our shark. But you know what, guys? We're not even beginning to end this thing. We got things to open. And they're not in any map or guide. I guess it just means we just get to open them when we feel like it. And we're going to leave the smashers to last, because those are my favorite. We're going to start with treasure chests. All right. The little original instructions shows that when you open this treasure chest, you get to open the other one. But now, I think we couldn't really open these yet because we needed what? Yeah, we needed the keys, which was why we had to open the bag to get the keys first, because now we can open these up. But before we open this one, let's open this one. That also has a plastic protective coating, so let's get that out of here. Again, if you're playing with X-Acto knives, guys, be very careful. And if you're a kid watching this video, do not do this without an adult. These knives are not to be messed with. They are not to be messed with. I don't rate my videos for kids, but if a kid watches it, I'm fine with it. I'm not saying anything or doing anything inappropriate as far as I'm aware. So we take a key, push it in. Oh, this paper has to come off, because the paper is absolutely sealing the treasure chest in. So I think there's a little, yeah, there's a little tab down here. I think you just pull away. Okay. First step, unwrap the treasure chest. Now you can open the treasure chest with a key, most likely. This is a small key, and this is a large key. So I think the small key is just for that one treasure chest here, and this one's for this one. Hey, there we go. It opened. It popped open. Oh, now this is interesting. So first, I'm going to do the stickers. We have stickers. And this is the shark with stuff coming out of its gut. Oh, look, the pirate inside the shark. That's kind of where we found him, isn't it? And then over here, we have the Tyrannosaur with treasure coming out of his gullet. And that's kind of what we saw. That's kind of what we found. What else do we have in here? Looks like we have a coin. It's not metal, it's plastic, but it's gold shimmery. And it also has the treasure island sort of theme going here. And on the back, we have the skull and crossbones. So it's the same coin, just scaled up a little bit. What else we have? We have a bag here with a substance in it. And then we have three gems. More gems to add to the collection. My adventure team is going to be very happy with all this, I'm sure. So there's a treasure chest. Let's open this. I don't know if there's anything in here. There might be. Like, other than the substance, I mean. It seems like this is going to be kinetic sand or something. Oh. Remember earlier I was talking about the sand that was kind of crumbly, a bit like Rice Krispie Treats? This is it. This is the sand that I like so much. Not a Ziploc bag, though. So you're going to have to find a receptacle to put this in. Maybe they want you to put it in the treasure chest, but I don't think so, because there's a big hole in the bottom. This is beautiful. It actually looks like gold nuggets. Look at this. It looks like gold nuggets. I don't know if there's anything in here, like little treasure or anything. I don't think so. No, but that's fun. That is really fun. Of all of the substances I think that I've found with these smashers, this is my favorite. And the blue one that came with one of the other eggs, I think it was the Dinos versus Aliens. There were 3 colors. There was blue, green, and purple. Really had a good time with those. I love them. They're great. Okay, we move on to the next treasure chest, which we also have to unseal first. Otherwise, it's not going to open. One of these has a little tab. Here it is. Pull tab out and free the chest. And then I think we want to free this chest too, probably before we get the action going. We don't want to interrupt things. These also have zip pulls, by the way. So you can actually just zip them open. in theory. I think the plastic is underneath here, so you really kind of got to open up the bottom chest first. So let's do that. We do have the big key now. So we're going to open this up, and that allows us to open the other one. There it is. Oh, there's many more things in here. I want to dump it out. Oh, look at that. So we have another 2 gems, green and gold. We have a ring. A ring with the Tyrannosaur skull on it. It's definitely meant for a very small kid because this is a very tiny ring. And then we have 3 more coins. And that's kind of cool. I like that. More coins. I'm going to stack them neatly over there with the rest. I.e. not neatly. And then we have a spider. I don't know if you've been keeping count of the number of surprises. We're supposed to get 75, but man, it's pretty high. And now we open this one up by turning this key and releasing the top chest. So that's 3 chests with this set, all of different size. And I wonder if they nest within each other. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. But we also have to open this guy. So this also has a wrapping to remove. Put it with the other wrappings. And now we use the small key for this one. Ready? Oh, there it is. And so we have another spider. That's 2 gold spiders. And then 3 more coins. And that is our treasure chests. So, all in all, not bad. That was fun. We're still not done. Believe it or not, I don't know how long we are in. I have to say that when I was pausing earlier, my camera ran out of battery, so I had to start another video. I'm going to be sewing these together. I have no idea what the runtime of this video is, but it's getting pretty long. I hope you're still sticking with me. I'm stuck with it. I'm enjoying myself, so I hope you are too. So let's just close the chests right now, move them off to the side, and get ready for the bottle. I've never opened one of these before. I've opened smasher eggs, but never a bottle. So there's a zip pull here. Let's open it up. Let's see if it zips nicely. Nah. Zip pulls are a lie for most part. So this is a bottle. It looks like it's aged. It's been sitting under the water for a while. It's got a rope around the neck like a lot of old wine bottles may. Is there something on here? Yep, there's the a skeletal Tyrannosaur label. And then the skull and crossbones Tyrannosaur label here. And I think you want to... I don't know if it smashes open. I just open it, I guess. Another key. I think maybe we were supposed to open this first because this is the 3 lock key. Maybe that's the 3rd key for the 3 chests. And what we have 3 more coins and another green gem. So that's more treasure. I think by now, if you start adding it up, you're definitely getting up close to 75. And I'm pretty sure you can seal this bottle again. But you do have to kind of find the connector grain because they're not... It's not... that might be it right there. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to get to my favorite part. After all of that, which was a lot of fun, it's still not my favorite part. My favorite part's coming up next because we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 4 Smasher's eggs and a Smasher egg rebuilder. I don't think I'm going to have time to rebuild here today, but I will smash, and then I'll do a short later and do the rebuild with a bit of a surprise for the rebuild, by the way. I'm going to do a short with rebuilding instructions, but also a cute little surprise at the end. All right, let's open up the eggs. I'm going to pause just briefly so you don't have to watch this part. You're glad you didn't have to watch that because every one of these, the plastic, I had to unwind and unwind and unwind and unwind and unwind and unwind. And I'm kind of like putting you through it now, aren't I? Let's put our sand aside. Let's get our pirate out of the way. Move our treasures off the table because we're going to need some space for our smashers. Here we go. What I like to do with smashers is do the drop experiment, find out how high I have to lift before it smashes. And I mean, if you do it this way or that way, I'm not sure if it's better, but I'm going to try from the side and lift it at 6 inches first. Nope. 8 inches. Ah, there we go. It smashes. So we have a little tiny T-Rex orange with the skeletal logo on the side. It's very rubbery. I like it. Very cool. Let's move our smasher egg aside. Let's try it again. 6 inches. 8 inches. 10 inches. 12 inches. There we go. Oh, it's one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time is the Stegosaurus. I love it. I already got one of these with the Dino versus Aliens. It's a powder blue with orange crest. Really love this guy. Very cool. Moving all the little pieces aside for a little reconstitution video in a short later. All right, 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, 12 inches. There we go. Oh, we got the little bulb-headed Brontosaur. It looks to me like they all have the logo. Yeah, which is kind of reminiscent of Jurassic Park. The dinosaurs for Jurassic Park toys usually all have a logo etched on them somewhere. Moving all the pieces aside. One last one to go. 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, 12 inches, 14 inches. There we go. Oh, what a great way to end it. I wanted the Mosasaurus, and I got it. My Mosasaurus from Mattel now has a buddy. And there he is. All right. That was exhaustive, but so much fun. That was the large Dino Smashers Dino Island set. And boy, if you've stuck with me this long, I'm so happy. Thanks for that. I don't advertise my site. I don't ask like, subscribe, comment, anything like that. I do this for me, but I also do it hoping somebody would enjoy it. I love these things. I love openings. I love blind openings. I love toys. My collection of toys is vast and massive. And so I kind of do this for myself, but I'm in the hope that somebody else will enjoy it as well. But you do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video. You don't have to comment. But if you do, I'm quite happy. And I often respond to people who comment. So if you want to strike up a conversation, I might be around. Never know. So for Sean Huckster and all of this mess of treasure and magical little worlds, we'll see you next time. Bye.